Another evening, another round of coastal flooding. I'm meteorologist Joe Martucci. We are expecting nuisance flooding as we go into the evening for South Jersey and up the Jersey Shore. And as a result, we have a coastal flood advisory in effect through midnight tonight. Let's take a look at some areas that could flood. Elmira Street as well as Bank Street in Cape May. Those areas in blue, those areas will be fully underwater. And then those areas in green, like around West Perry Street, getting towards West Cape May, those areas could also see water on some of the roadways. So if you see flooded water, make sure to turn around. Don't drown. The reason why we have this coastal flooding is because we have Hurricane Earl spinning out there. We have a high pressure to our north, low pressure to our south, and that just means an easterly wind that just piles up the water onto shore. Now, high pressure will move further south as we go into the weekend, and as a result, that coastal flooding will subside as winds do turn more to the south. For tonight, we just have a clear sky around the area. Some high clouds will build in as we go into Saturday here, but we'll call it milky sunshine. It's not really going to be a cloudy day, but you will notice a thin blanket of clouds, a thin blanket of gray as we go into your Saturday here. Otherwise, no rain to talk about. Going into your Saturday evening, same story. We'll call it a mostly cloudy sky, but again, more of a thin blanket of high clouds overhead. It does eventually turn grayer as we go into Sunday. You notice that rain to our west. However, I do believe with high pressure around, it should hold off for most of the day. It won't be until sunset, 6, 7, even 8 o'clock that rain starts to move in. And then it'll be with us for a good portion of our Monday and even into early Tuesday. And we look at our rainfall totals, generally between 3/4 of an inch to 1.5 inches of rain here. And we do need that rain. Now, this won't be as much as what we saw on Tuesday, where we saw widespread 1.5 to 3 inch amounts, but it's still a good drink of water and it'll help with our drought that we have here across the area. For tonight, we'll see temperatures in the upper 50s inland, low 60s over at the coast. And as we go into Saturday, we have the full moon. Another full moon for us here. This time, it is the full harvest moon. It's the moon closest to the autumn equinox, which is on the 22nd here across the area. Something else going on Saturday, Rutgers football game. You can find me in the north end zone Saturday at 4 o'clock. This is brought to you by Knights of the Raritan. We have a touchdown of the evening here. You know, Rutgers doesn't always get those 4 o'clock kickoffs, so we'll soak it in, especially with temperatures in the 80s. So very summary for Rutgers football. Saturday down south in South Jersey are going to rise up into just around the 80-degree mark inland. Shore will be a little bit cooler. Winds from the south and east, but pretty light as we go into our Saturday. Then winds strengthen a little bit from the south on Sunday. It'll be, we'll say, a little bit of a damp day. Again, it's going to be dry, but it's going to be cloudy as well, and that rain moves in after dark for the most part here. Now, all weekend long, we do have the risk for rip currents here, a high risk for rip currents. Unfortunately, we had someone pass away in Ocean City on Wednesday. We don't want that to happen to you. If you are caught in a rip current, you want to make sure that you swim parallel to the shoreline here, but also you can let that rip current take you out. Don't fight it. Eventually, you want to swim parallel to it to escape the current. Call for help as well as you are doing so. All right, here's a look at our inland 7-day forecast. Dry weekend ahead. Patriots Day looking good for any 9/11 services Sunday here. And then rain comes Sunday night. Monday is going to be close to a washout. And then Tuesday morning, sun and storms here. And then good amount of sunshine for the later part of next week. Temperatures staying seasonable to above average here. And that's going to be the trend for our September. Looks like we're going to be staying above average as we finish out the month of September. So some good local summer beach time as we go through our 9th month of the year. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody. If you go to our website, pressofac.com/weather, on Sunday, you can check out the final grade for our short summer weekend weather report card. I'll post that link out on social media too.